Jesus says the enemy hid your peace. You simply cannot skip this message, because a hidden truth is about to be revealed that will change everything for you. I'm so sorry I had to interrupt you like this, my dear child. I know you're busy. Yes, I understand. Your life is busy, your mind is full, and you feel like you're being pulled in every direction. You pick and choose what you do with your time. But you can't miss this at all. That's not because I want something, but because I see something you don't yet. And because I love you, I can't stay quiet when it would cost you so much to do so. The bad guy wants you to just scroll by right now. Fear or force aren't being used, they're just distracting them. They do not need to yell at you. They just want you to be busy, not feel anything, and move quickly enough that you never stop to listen. Right now, all they want is to be delayed, distracted, or kicked out. You are hearing this right now because I won't let that happen without first warning you. They don't want you to know this because it will really wake you up. Knowing makes them less powerful. Clear vision breaks chains that you can't see. When you can clearly see things, you stop agreeing with the things that have been dragging you down. That's why this moment seems so important. It's not because you're weak, but because something is about to happen that will change how you move forward. If it wasn't important, I wouldn't stop you like this. I don't interrupt often. I know that people always talk over you. I know how important those quiet times are to you. That's why I picked this one. Because what you can't see is already having an effect on you, and love doesn't wait until the harm is clear to speak. Don't tell yourself you'll listen once you get home. That voice sounds familiar to me. It seems like a good idea. It seems calm. It tells you to put this off until you're not so tired, busy, or ready. But later has already taken away more from you than you know. It felt like later had turned into weeks and months before you got back to getting the clarity you needed. I'm calling you in. No, not to rush you, but to make sure you're safe. You are being purposely taken away, and you need to figure out why. You shouldn't always trust things that catch your eye. Not all things that ask for your time are neutral. There are things that are meant to distract you, so that you don't notice what's changing in your heart, what's making you feel tired, and what's slowly pulling you away from peace. I'm not mad at you. I'm just telling you what's been going on so you can make decisions based on knowledge, not just habit. I can tell that your life is full. I can see the things you need to do. I can see what people want from you. I can see how tough you are. I see something else, though. I can see that someone is quietly after your soul, not because of big problems, but because they were worn out. Not through crazy times, but through noise all the time. This is why you're tired in ways that sleep can't fix. That's why your heart is heavy for no reason. It's not a coincidence. Come on, stay with me. This message is meant to keep you safe, not from me. It's not always easy to feel protected. It can feel like a break at times. It's like hearing a voice say, "Stop for a moment. Look, listen. That's what I should do right now. I love you, not because you're failing, so I want to talk to you." That is very important for you to understand. I'm not making this a correction because I'm mad. Please be aware that I care about you. I wouldn't be this close to you if you were really failing. This isn't a personal message if you were lost and had no hope. I'm talking because you and what's going on around you are important. Do not scroll down. Things that you can't see can still hurt you. It's not safe for your heart to not know. Being aware does. You can make a different choice when you know what's going on. You can fight the pull once you know what it is. Once you see the pattern, you won't blame yourself for feeling bad. I'm trying to understand so you can breathe better. I know you want to turn your eyes away, not because you don't care, but because strong emotions are heavy. I know you'd rather be at ease than face something you can't see. But comfort without truth falls apart in the end. Right now I'm telling you the truth so your peace doesn't depend on something risky. As you listen, you might feel your chest getting tighter. That's not fear, that's being recognized. You know that this moment is important. There is something in you that knows this isn't just another message. That's why the bad guy wants you to scroll. You'll start to see the connections you were never meant to miss if you stay. I'm not here to give you a lot of information at once. I'm here to help you understand better. When it's led, understanding is gentle. You don't have to understand everything right away. Just stay a little while longer to find out what a big deal it was. If you know he's working behind the scenes, type, "I believe, Lord." Even if no one else is around, you've been strong for a long time. A lot of people don't know how much you've done. You've worked hard when you should have taken a break. You've been busy even though you wanted to be alone. You are very strong, but that made you vulnerable. It's easier to pull away from hearts that are busy than ones that are broken. That's why I'm here now. I don't mind that you're busy. I'm not mad at you for getting distracted. I know how this world pulls at you all the time. That's why I'm speaking quickly instead of in a blameful way. I'm not here to make you feel bad. Do not let yourself get too tired. I am here to gently wake you up. Please wait a moment longer. Slow down the way you breathe. Don't let your heart beat too fast. You haven't answered yet. You don't need to make a choice yet. Just pay attention. Listening is already a way to keep yourself safe. I know you might think this is over, the top. I understand that you want to play it down so that you can move on. But listen up, it's not the loud times that are the most dangerous. They are the quiet ones where nothing seems to be wrong, but something is slowly leaving. I have to talk to you now because I love you too much to let that drift away without noticing. Right now you're not by yourself. I'm right here with you. This is not a faraway view for me. Because you are worth this interruption, I am close and talking to your heart. Open now. Follow me. Don't be afraid by this message. It's here to protect you, hold you steady, and help you see again. Do not scroll down. Stay put. What you do now is more important than you think. Dear child, I can see that you are very busy. I see the full schedule, the constant messages, and the endless tasks that need to be done. I can see how your mind is always going, how your days run together, and how even taking a break feels rushed. I know that stopping you today wasn't on your list. I'm really sorry I had to interrupt your moment like this. Please don't waste my time. I know how important each moment is to you right now. Please get my heart's message. You haven't done anything wrong, so I'm not cutting you off. It's not my job to accuse you, scold you, or add more weight to your already heavy load. Because I love you, I have to cut you off. Love steps in even when it seems like a bad idea. Love does not always wait for the best time. Love moves when someone needs to be protected. I know how tough it is for you to keep everything in order. I understand how hard it is to just make it through the day. You're responsible for things that other people don't see. You solve problems in silence. You come in even when you're tired. You keep going even though it's hard on your heart. I see all of that. I respect that. I'm not here to make you weak. I'm here to help you because you've been doing too much by yourself. I'm sorry to bother you, but I know that interruptions can be annoying. You might feel like there isn't enough space for one more thing, voice or demand. But pay close attention now. No one is asking for this. Allow me to invite you. You don't need to add anything to your list. Please take a moment to understand this, because continuing without it will cost you more than taking a moment to listen to me. When safety is hidden by comfort, love steps in to stop it. Comfort is good, but it can also make you forget things. You don't notice what's going on inside you when life moves too fast. You stop picking up on the soul's quiet messages. You stop noticing when something is slowly making you feel bad. I'm cutting you off not to disturb your peace, but to keep it safe. I don't blame you for being busy. I know that this world pulls at you all the time. I know that there are many things around you that want your attention, energy, and feelings. If you answer them, I don't think less of you. I know how simple it is to get behind. So, I'm stepping in now, in a clear but gentle way, before tiredness turns into numbness and numbness turns into distance. This interruption isn't a charge, it's for safety. There's no blame on you from me. I'm putting out my hand. Come here for a moment, I say. Let me show you what you miss when you're always moving. You're not in trouble. You're not doing badly. People love you enough to let you know about danger before it gets worse. I know that hearing this makes you feel bad. You feel like you should do more, pray more, or listen more. Get rid of your guilt now. I don't speak with guilt. Being guilty pushes you away. Love brings you together. Don't think I'm here to make you pay attention. I'm here to make you feel safe. I can tell that your soul is tired, even though your body is still going. I can tell you're tired, even though you don't say it. That's not as happy you seem to be these days. How unstable your peace is. How your thoughts are all over the place. You're not weak in any of these ways. It makes you a person. And it tells me that this break is important. I wouldn't stop you like this unless it was really important. I would stay out of your way unless keeping quiet would cost you something important. There are times when waiting seems like a good idea, but is actually bad for you. Now is one of those times. If I waited, I would let you keep moving forward without noticing what is pulling at you from behind. You might be having a hard time right now. You might want to finish this quickly and get back to what you were doing. I know how you feel, but bear with me for a moment longer. Take a deep breath. Take it easy on your shoulders. Slow down your heart so you can hear me well. I'm not here to give you too much information. I'm here to make you aware again. Being aware gives you a choice. Freedom comes from having choices. You can move wisely when you can see well. When you don't know what's going on, even having good intentions can wear you out. I know how important it is for you to be responsible, reliable, and productive. Those are all good traits. But they become a heavy burden when they take the place of rest, connection, and listening. I'm going to cut you off now so you don't lose yourself while you're trying to keep everything else together. At this point, nothing needs to be fixed right away. It's about noticing. It's about being aware of what's been going on below the surface of your busy life. It means letting me be with you all day, not just at the ends. I'm right next to you now. Not pushy, not let down, and not too far away. Even if you need to get something done quickly, you should speak softly. Urgency doesn't have to be harsh. Hurry can be loving. Stress can be careful. Stress can be a sign that you are important. I want you to be safe here. It's safe enough to stop doing many things at once. It's okay to say you're tired. You can listen without having to defend yourself. I'm not telling you to forget about your duties. Could you let me help you carry them? You've been strong for a long time. You've changed. You made it through. But strength that isn't broken down eventually turns into strain. I have to cut you off before the stress makes it harder to heal. Don't think of this as another thing that needs your attention. See it as the only thing that's making you feel better. I'm not trying to take over your life. I'm a part of it. Don't wait for you to pass out before I help you. I want to go through it with you. Come with me. This break should be used as a chance to show new evidence. It will help you remember that you are not alone in your busy life. You are seen. You are taken care of. It's safe for you. I cut you off because I care more about you than your schedule. I cut you off because I want to protect your soul. I will keep talking to you in a kind, gentle, and loving way as long as you stay and listen. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. Listen up, kid. I need to tell you straight out what the enemy wants you to do now. This isn't meant to scare you or make you doubt everything. It's just to help you understand what's going on. Being aware is not fear. Light takes away the power of what's hidden, and awareness is like light. The enemy is not currently making a lot of noise to attack you. They don't want to cause chaos or damage. That's not what they want to do. Their hope is a lot less loud and complicated. They want you to wait. They hope you don't think much of this moment. They want you to scroll past, tell yourself, this can wait, and keep going without noticing what was trying to get your attention. One of their best tools is delay. It doesn't feel dangerous to delay. This makes sense. It seems calm. It says, you can come back to this later, or this isn't urgent, or you're too busy right now. Being late doesn't set off alarms. That's the reason it works. Truth is slowly pushed away, but it never seems to be against it. The enemy doesn't need you to turn me down. They only want you to be busy for a while so that you don't pay attention. They don't need you to break down. They only need you to keep going without giving it a thought. They don't need to make you doubt God. They only need to dull your senses. Having a busy heart is better than having a broken one. It might not seem like much to scroll past, a quick swipe of your finger. Not for long, just a moment. But on a spiritual level, Scrolling past is often a way to avoid doing something while acting normally. We are leaving something that seems important behind before it can speak for itself. It's not because you're being stubborn, but because deep things make you feel bad when you're already tired. Your enemy knows how busy you are. They can tell that your mind is full. They know you're tired. That's the reason they don't try very hard. They pull slowly. They make noise. They make all the other things seem important. So this moment seems like it's not necessary. They don't need to make me quiet down. They only need to stop you from hearing. They don't fear your strength the most. You are aware of it. People can abuse their strength. It is possible to lose strength. Of course, awareness changes things. Being aware makes you stop agreeing with things that make you feel bad. Being aware helps you see patterns you've been following without understanding why. Being aware gives you back the power to choose. What's the point of my speech now? Something in you is getting ready to wake up. You've felt it already. That sense that something is not right. That still pressure that won't go away. That sense that you're busy but not really at ease. Those feelings aren't just random. There are signals there. The enemy wants you to ignore them for a long time so that they disappear. I want you to know this without being scared. You are not weak in the eyes of the enemy. They don't have power over you. They can't make you do it. That's why they use distractions. They agree on how to work together. If you stay ignorant, you agree to carry weights you were never meant to carry. You no longer agree to something once you know about it. They're not scared of you getting louder or moving around more. They are scared that you will be honest and still. Stillness shows us the truth. Being honest can show you lies you have been believing without realizing it. That's why this moment seems important. Truth and stillness are close right now. You can't connect the dots when you're waiting. You don't understand why you've been so tired because of the delay. Why happiness feels less. Why there isn't much peace. You keep blaming yourself for things that are happening around you when you delay. When you become aware, you can change blame into understanding. To be free, you need to understand. The enemy wants you to think this message is too dramatic. They want you to play it down so you can move on quickly. They want you to say, "This doesn't apply to me," but you know it does. Another way to put off your response is to play down the truth. It lets you stay the same without having to change. I'm not telling you this to make you doubt every thought or be wary of every distraction. I don't want that. I'm telling you this so you can see well. You don't feel stressed when you can see well. It makes you steady. When you know what's going on, you stop reacting without thinking. It's possible that you're not sure why you feel so distracted these days. Why it's tougher to concentrate. Why being quiet makes you feel bad and why you always want noise. It's not that you're weak. It's because you don't want to stay still long enough to hear what your heart has been saying. The enemy wants you to be busy so you don't think about more important things. You're so busy that you never have time to look for patterns. Busy enough that you can keep working without stopping to heal. That's why they'd rather cause trouble than damage. Distractions keep you alive. Alive but not aware. Still alive, but carrying extra weight that you don't need to. I want you to be aware, not scared. Being alert is calm. Being alert stays the same. Being alert just means noticing. Fear makes it hard to think clearly. Being aware makes it sharper. Right now, I don't want you to fight anything. Please look at what I ask. Leave a comment saying, "Jesus, you have all of me." If you've given him your whole life, the cycle is broken by seeing. You can choose not to give in to distractions when you feel them coming. You can choose a different response when you see the pattern of delays. No longer afraid of being still. You can choose silence when you understand how noise has been used to keep you from hearing. The enemy hopes that you don't pay attention to this moment. I am telling you that it is safe. Not because there is danger everywhere, but because the truth is close. When the truth is close, resistance often starts quietly. But resistance doesn't always mean something bad is going on. It means that there is something important. You don't have to be stronger than the other side. You should know this. Being aware brings you back in line with me. Peace comes from being in sync. Peace makes things clear again. When you're clear, it's harder to get off track. I know that you have a lot that needs your attention. I know that pausing makes you feel bad about yourself. But this break isn't just for me. It has to be done. You can't pour from a heart that has been distracted and left empty. Let me help you find the drain so you can close it. Do not be afraid of the enemy. Fear makes people pay more attention to them than they should. Just refuse to stay in the dark. Don't let go of this moment without listening. Don't tell yourself that this doesn't matter. That's all that's needed at this time. Please wait a little longer. Let this awareness settle down without getting scared. There is no danger here. You are being looked after. There is no attack on you. You are being asked to see things more clearly. The bad guy wanted you to scroll past. You didn't. That's important. Not because you fought, but because you didn't leave. When you stay, you let the truth do its work slowly, steadily, and completely. Stay here with me. You are becoming more aware, and as it does, distractions will lose their power over you. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to still souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. My child, please listen to this with care and not fear. Get away from things more often than you think, not because it is loud or obvious, but because it is easy to use. It doesn't say that it is harmful. It looks like everyday life. You don't even notice that it's slowly taking from you because it fits in with your day so well. That's why I'm using strong, clear language right now. Something subtle can hurt more than something sudden. Distractions make it hard to think clearly. You can tell what's true, what fits, and what's not meant for you by how you feel. You can tell when something is pulling you away from peace, when your discernment is strong. You can tell when a thought isn't mine. You know when making a choice will cost you more than it's worth. But being distracted dulls that sharpness. It makes everything feel the same. You lose sight of what really needs your attention when important and unimportant things start to blend together. This takes time to happen. That's why it's risky. Slowly, little things change that you hardly notice. You make noise in every quiet moment. You don't stop between tasks. You take in a lot of words, pictures, ideas, and facts until your mind is full, but your heart is empty. You stop being in touch with your spirit over time. You stop hearing inside. It's not that you don't care, but that you're tired. Darkness isn't what spiritual numbness looks like. It shows up as dullness. You can still do things. You still come. You still believe. You feel less though. It's not as joyful. Your beliefs aren't as loud. There is less peace in the world. You stop thinking about how bad you feel as strange. This is how life is now. You tell yourself. There it is, numbness setting in slowly and subtly. This is more likely to happen to busy people. Not because they're doing something wrong, but because they don't have time to think. If you're always on the go, you might not notice when you start to drift. You stop being the one to listen when you're always talking. You stop living your life in line with me and start reacting to things. It's that slow drift that worries me. Because drifting doesn't feel dangerous until you see how far you've gone from where you started. Before you know it, noise takes the place of listening. There are still a lot of voices, sounds, and ideas that you hear, but mine aren't coming through clearly. Not because I broke off, but because there is nowhere for my voice to rest. My voice stays the same. It's not crazy. It can't compete. It's easier to miss my voice when everything else is louder. It's still the same. See how often you grab something noise, making without giving it much thought. A screen, a task, a conversation, anything to fill the time. Now silence makes you feel bad, not because it's empty, but because it shows you what you've been trying to hide. When you're alone, you can hear how tired you are. You know what my questions are. Deep down, you know what you want. Taking your mind off of those things keeps them away, but distance doesn't heal them. I'm not mad at you for this. I know how hard things are for you. I understand why this world rewards speed and steady work. I get how resting and being quiet can seem like wastes of time and safety. But I need you to know what's going on so you can make a different choice. Instead of guilt, they were smart. Being distracted makes it easier for someone to lead you without your permission. When you don't know, you agree without having any idea it. You agree to deal with stress that you were not meant to deal with. People who don't speak life agree with you. You agree to beats that wear you down slowly. Those agreements are broken by awareness. That's why getting distracted works so well. You don't even know what you're agreeing to. I saw you keep going even though your heart needed to rest some days. You didn't listen to small warnings because you thought it was impossible to stop. I saw you call being tired strength and think it was normal. That makes my heart hurt, not since you're weak, but since you are valuable. You were not meant to be constantly stressed out. You were meant to be linked. Pulling your attention away from something isn't what makes it dangerous. It slowly takes the place of depth with the surface. Real moves quickly. Listening is rarely done. Choices turn into actions. You love me, but you don't stay with me. Your relationship with me stops being something that makes you happy and starts being something that you live for. Everything changes because of that shift. For some reason, it may seem harder for you to sense my guidance these days. Why choices are harder to understand. Why you don't feel at peace. It's not that I'm far away. The reason is that your attention has been split up. Everything seems unclear when attention is spread out. Focus makes things clear again. I want you to know that being able to discern needs peace and quiet. Your spirit needs stillness to know the truth, just like your body needs rest to heal. Discernment gets worse when stillness goes away. You stop relying on what is smart and start relying only on what makes sense, off of habits, and what feels important right now. That's not because you're not doing well. It's because you have too much to do. When you tell lies, you learn to act without thinking. It teaches you to talk right away instead of really listening. You start to ask, what do I need to do next, instead of this from me? Over time, it's a small change, but it makes a difference in how you live. You are led by demands instead of what is right. Now I'm talking very seriously, because I don't want you to lose your sense of right and wrong. To be sensitive is not to be weak, it's a present. It lets you know before it's obvious that something is wrong. It makes you feel my gentle lead. Distractions make you less sensitive without you realizing it, and they numb what used to be alive. You felt tired and numb trying to calm down. That's why you read this message. You knew deep down that you had to stop. There's no chance in that. That's your spirit responding to the truth before you feel even more numb. Don't think you have to get rid of all the noise in your life. I want you to stop letting noise keep you from listening. I want you to make space again, even if it's just a little space where you don't react, perform, or take things in. A place where you can just be with me. There's no need to do more. It's about taking more notice, being aware of when your heart is heavy, taking note of when your peace is weak, being aware of when you're going too fast to feel. These aren't signs that you've failed. They're calls to come back. I want you to understand how important this is without being scared. You can't move because of fear. Being aware makes you stronger. I'm not telling you this because something bad is about to happen. I am warning you because something sneaky has been going on, and now is the time to stop it. You're not lost. You're drifting, but you can stop drifting. Paying attention is all it takes. You only need to be ready to pause. All you have to do is listen again. Come with me. Allow this truth to slowly sink in. Today is not the day to fix everything. You don't have to make big changes right away. To go back to being present, all you have to do is clearly see what the distraction was doing. I agree with you on this. It's not far away from me to watch. I sit close, stay put, and wait. I have to talk to you because I love you too much to let numbness take over. Now, listen without fear and with an open mind. You can get better at making decisions again. You can get your sensitivity back. You can feel more at peace. In the beginning, though, I have to choose to stay present with me instead of getting distracted. Stay here. Take a moment to let the noise die down. Take a deep breath. This seriousness isn't meant to make you feel bad, so you can live a fully awake life again. It's meant to wake you up slowly. I need to lift a heavy burden off of your heart right now, my child. You're not too busy. You're not failing because you have a lot going on. You're not letting me down because your days are busy. Get rid of that shame. It's not from me. It's not a lack of devotion that you're going through. It's not at all the same. There is a constant, quiet pull on you. All of that weight feels wrong because of that pull. I can see how often you blame yourself. You tell yourself that you would slow down if you cared more. You could concentrate better if you were stronger. Things would feel better between us if you were more responsible. The voice that is accusing you is not telling the truth. What has really been going on is ignored. Being busy isn't the issue. The problem is the pull on your attention that you can't see that has been going on behind the scenes. Taking care of things is not the same as being distracted. I want you to fully understand it. Love and a sense of purpose make you responsible. It's heavy, and it means something. Both weight and meaning are lost when you're distracted. Take care of things doesn't leave you empty, but it can make you tired. Being distracted makes you tired in ways that rest can't heal. Because you don't know the difference between the two, you've been feeling guilty about things you should know instead. You have people I put in your life that you need to take care of, work to do, and decisions to make. You don't have to give up those things. I'm not saying your work is bad. I can see how loyal you are by showing up. But along with the weight of responsibility, there's been a quiet pull that isn't mine. A pull that takes your attention away. A pull that makes noise in every empty space. A pull that doesn't let you rest, even when your body isn't moving. You feel tired even when you sleep because of that pull. That's why, even in quiet rooms, your mind feels full. That's why it's harder to pray and why silence is awkward. It's not that you're weak. It's because something has been trying to get your attention all the time, and competition always makes things hard. Say amen. You made me happy again. If God has turned your sadness into song, and share this. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open.